Good evening, I'm Apolinario, 30 Dignity si Valencia, and this is Philippine Headlines. In Luzon, 3 arrested for illegal mangrove cutting in Batazara. 3 individuals were arrested during a joint maritime operation conducted on Saturday, June 20, in the waters of Sitio Panagnaan in Barangay Taratak in Batazara for illegally cutting mangrove trees. The operation was led by the Maritime Security Law Enforcement Group Palawan or Marsleg PAL under the Coast Guard District Palawan or CDG PAL in coordination with various units of the Philippine Coast Guard and the DNR Centro Brooks Point. According to a report from the Maritime Security Law Enforcement Command, the operation was launched after authorities received information about the illegal cutting and concealment of mangrove trees in the area. After several days of monitoring, the suspects were caught in the act of cutting the trees. The suspects are facing charges for violating Presidential Decree Number 705, also known as the Forestry Code of the Philippines, and PCSD Administrative Order Number 11, Series of 2026. Authorities seized a chainsaw, bolos, assorted lumber and logs, and a motorized boat with a total estimated value of approximately 124,207 pesos. The Philippine Coast Guard continues to remind the public that cutting mangrove trees is strictly prohibited because they play a vital role in the protecting coastlines and maintaining the ecosystem. In Visayas, 2 students in Tacloban City shot inside a school. Several students who were wounded and bleeding were rushed to the nearest hospital after they were allegedly shot by 2 students inside in San Jose National High School in Tacloban City at around 9:20 a.m. this morning. Police immediately secured the school premises and they evacuated other students and teachers to a safer location. Authorities are now investigating the motive behind the shooting. Meanwhile, 3 dead, 5 injured in Tacloban school shooting. Grade 9 students suspected arrested. 3 people were killed and 5 others were injured in the shooting incident at San Jose National High School in Tacloban City on Monday morning, according to initial information released by the authorities. The Tacloban City Police Office reported that the incident occurred at around 9 a.m. inside the school premises. Police identified one of the suspects as a 15-year-old grade 9 student and resident of Barangay 83 in San Jose at Tacloban City. The authorities said that the suspect was taken into custody following the incident. A second suspect remains at large as police continue to pursue operations. According to an initial report from Police Station 1, officers responded immediately after receiving information about the shooting incident at the school. Responding personnel confirmed that 3 individuals died while 5 others sustained injuries. Authorities have not yet released the identities of the victims pending notifications of their families. The video circulating on social media showed scenes of panic inside the school, with students heard screaming as multiple gunshots rang out during the incident. Police have not yet disclosed the motive behind the shooting, and investigators are continuing to gather evidence and interview witnesses. The Tacloban City Police Office said the more detailed spot report will be released as the investigation progresses. The authorities are also working to determine the specific circumstances surrounding the involvement of the suspects and how the shooting unfolded inside the school. The incident has drawn widespread attention as residents and school officials await further information from law enforcement authorities. As of this writing, the security measures have been heightened while the investigation remains ongoing. Police continues efforts to locate and arrest the second suspect believed to be involved in the shooting. In Mindanao, one of the landslide victims in Sarangani recovered with the help of search dogs. The body of one of the victims of the landslide in Barangay Kongan in Glan, Sarangani was recovered through a joint search and rescue operation conducted by the Philippine Coast Guard or PCG, The Bureau of Fire Protection and the Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office, or MDRRMO, also involved in the operation were the Coast Guard Working Dogs, or CGWD, Talia and Siri, who helped pinpoint the victim's exact location on June 18. After the recovery, the victim's body was immediately turned over to the authorities for proper documentation and processing. The search and rescue dogs received praise from the public for helping to speed up and improve retrieval operations in the affected areas. In the other news, the Philippines has been recognized as the best country in the world for retirement, according to the Retirement Abroad Index 2026. Based on the study, the country ranked first due to its affordable cost of living, warm climate, and high quality of life, and the friendliness of Filipinos toward foreigners and retirees. The relatively low cost of housing, food, and other necessities were also cited as major factors, allowing retirees to enjoy a more comfortable lifestyle. The Philippines continues to attract foreign retirees because of its beautiful destinations, rich culture, and widespread use of the English language, which makes communication and daily living easier. As a result, the Retirement Abroad Index 2026 recognized the Philippines as the leading retirement destination for those seeking a more affordable and comfortable life during their retirement years. And our business update, Mercury Drug Outlets accepting DSWD guaranteed letters starting this Monday. Beneficiaries of the Department of Social Welfare and Development's, or DSWD, assistance to the individuals in crisis situation, or AICS program may use their guaranteed letters annulled at 262 participating Mercury Drug branches across the country starting Monday. The resumption of the partnership between the DSWD and the Mercury Drug aims to expand beneficiaries access to medicines and medical assistance. According to DSWD spokesperson Irene Dumlao on Sunday, buying needed medicines and other medicines and other medical supplies will be made easier for our beneficiaries. She said the DSWD continues to strengthen its partnerships with private institutions to make social protection services more accessible, efficient, and responsive to the needs of vulnerable sectors. The department earlier also forget a similar arrangement with Generica Drugstore. To date, guarantee letters are accepted in 38 Generica Drugstore branches nationwide. Besides Generica and Mercury Drug, the DSWD is working with other pharmaceutical firms for a similar arrangement. To determine if a pharmacy accepts DSWD-issued GL's, clients should look for the DSWD guarantee letters is accepted here, signed on the premises. Spokesperson Dumlao said the resumption is in line with the directives of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. to make government assistance more accessible and responsive to the immediate needs of Filipinos. In Luzon, the schools in the province of Palawan was flooded due to river overflows. Floodwaters reached waist level inside Panitian Elementary School in Sofronio, Española, Palawan after heavy rains brought by the southeast monsoon or habagat, intensified by Super Typhoon Francisco on June 22. According to teachers, the river beside the school overflowed due to continuous heavy rainfall, causing floodwaters and rapidly rise and inundate the school campus. In Visayas, DepEd Secretary Angara arrives in the city of Tacloban following school shooting incident. The Department of Education, or DepEd Secretary Sunny Angara is currently at San Jose National High School to meet with officials from the local government unit, the Philippine National Police, and DepEd field offices regarding the shooting incident that occurred yesterday. During the meeting, the Secretary strongly urged law enforcement authorities to ensure safety and security within schools and other public places. The move aims to prevent a similar incident from happening again and to discourage possible copycat acts by other students. Meanwhile, Secretary Angara also expressed his gratitude for the swift action and response of local government officials, the police, the school's division office of Tacloban, and the DepEd Eastern Visayas region in addressing the situation promptly. The Secretary is also expected to visit the affected students and their families today to offer support and personally assess their condition and needs. In Mindanao, the tornado was captured on video in the province of Agusan del Norte. A tornado was caught on video in the province of Agusan del Norte on Sunday, June 21. The phenomenon was witnessed by residents who saw the tornado suddenly move through their area. It was recorded on video and quickly spread across the social media.
Uy, Lord, ikaw ang tao na.
In the other news, Rene Baterbonia to be laid to rest tomorrow in Talacogon. The late basketball standout Rene Clerk Bobet Baterbonia will be laid to rest tomorrow, June 24, at Talacogon Memorial Park in Barangay Lapnig, Talacogon in Agusan del Sur. According to information released by the local government of Talacogon, a requiem mass will be held at 7 a.m. before Baterbonia is brought to his final resting place. His wake remains open to the public at the Talacogon Gymnasium until 12 midnight tonight, allowing friends, supporters, and residents to pay their final respects. Starting at 1 a.m. on June 24, only family members and close relatives will be allowed to stay at the venue for a private farewell. Preparations have also been completed at the new cemetery in Barangay Lapnig, where Baterbonia will be the first person to be buried. The site was previously used as an archery venue during the Palarong Pambansa hosted by Agusan del Sur last month. And our business update, peso falls to 61 peso level in the Middle East tensions. The peso slid back to the 61 peso a dollar level on Monday amid lingering tensions in the Middle East. The currency sank by 34.8 centavos to close at 61 pesos and 12 centavos versus the greenback from 60 pesos and 77 centavos on Friday, based on Bankers Association of the Philippines data posted on its website. The local unit opened Monday's session slightly weaker at 60 pesos and 80 centavos per dollar, which was already its intraday best. Meanwhile, it dropped to a low of 61 pesos and 18 centavos versus the greenback. Dollars traded jumped to $2.401 billion on Monday from $1.79 billion on Friday. U.S. and Iranian officials made encouraging progress at the first round of talks in Switzerland that ended early on Monday. Mediators said although tensions persisted over Lebanon and the Strait of Hormuz. Mediators Pakistan and Qatar said the parties had agreed to a roadmap towards a final deal on ending their war in 60 days, despite a tense start as Tehran against shut the strait and U.S. President Donald Trump threatened to resume attacks on Iran. The dollar was also stronger on Monday following hawkish signals from the U.S. Federal Reserve, Rizal Commercial Banking Corporation. Chief Economist Michael L. Ricafort said in a Viber message. For Tuesday, the traders said the market will continue to monitor developments in the Middle East, with the peso likely to sink to as low as 61 pesos and 50 centavos if there are no positive update at 61 pesos seen as its immediate support. Meanwhile, Mr. Ricafort sees the local unit ranging from 61 pesos to 61 pesos and 25 centavos against the dollar. In Luzon, rider dies after falling into a ravine along Cannon Road. A 29-year-old motorcycle rider died after falling into a ravine in Sitio Maramal in Camp 4 in Tuba, Benguet in the early hours of Tuesday, June 23. Construction workers discovered the rider and his motorcycle at their work site and immediately sought assistance. When rescuers and police arrived at the scene, the victim was already dead. Initial investigation revealed that he sustained severe head injuries despite wearing a helmet. Authorities believe his head may have struck rocks when he fell into the ravine. According to the workers, they heard a loud crashing sound around midnight but did not pay attention to it at the time. Police are still conducting an investigation to determine the exact cause of the accident. In Visayas, the police officer dies after suspected heart attack during checkpoint duty in the city of Cebu. A police officer assigned to a checkpoint duty in the city of Cebu was dead after reportedly suffering a suspected heart attack on Monday morning. The Cebu City Police Office placed its headquarters flag at half-mast following the death of Patrolman Christian J. Palon, 28 years old, a member of Police Station 1 or Parian, who was originally from Siapon in Negros Oriental. According to Police Lieutenant Colonel Franco Rodolfo Oriol, Deputy City Director for the Administration of the Cebu City Police Office, the incident occurred after personnel conducted motorist stop operations among MJ Cuenco Avenue in Barangay T. Padilla. During a break at the police station, Paulo reportedly sat down when he suddenly complained of chest pain and difficulty breathing. Fellow officers attempted to assist him by giving water before he lost consciousness. He was immediately brought to the Cebu City Medical Center but was declared dead on arrival. The authorities believe the cause of death was cardiac arrest. Oriol said Palon had reportedly complained of chest pains 3 days prior to the incident, based on accounts from colleagues and his family. The Cebu City Police Office expressed condolences to the officer's family, describing him as a dedicated and well-liked member of the police force. The office also pledged assistance to the bereaved family, including financial support. The city government of Cebu also extended initial assistance, which was received by the officer's father, who will accompany the remains to Siapon and Negros Oriental. Officials said the Cebu City Police Office regularly reminds personnel to maintain proper health, including diet and exercise, although Palon reportedly had a family history of heart-related illness. In Mindanao, drunk officer waved a gun, forced someone to befriend him. This happened in Zamboanga del Norte province. A police officer allegedly under the influence of alcohol brandishes a firearm and reportedly forced someone to befriend him in the province of Zamboanga del Norte. CCTV footage showing a confrontation in Barangay Antipolo in the city of Dapitan at around 8 p.m. on June 21 has gone viral on social media. The video was shared by a netizen identified as Godam Eat, who claimed that one of the individuals involved was a police officer allegedly assigned to the Sapang Dalaga Municipal Police Station. In the footage, a man can allegedly be seen drawing a firearm during an argument. After the situation appeared to calm down, the man who was reportedly targeted retaliated when an alleged officer was urinating, leading to a chase. As of this writing, the Philippine National Police has not yet released an official statement confirming the identities of those involved of the actual circumstances surrounding the incident. The public is still awaiting the results of the investigation and the official statements from the authorities. In the other news, Ateneo basketball player Rene Baterbonia was laid to rest. Ateneo basketball player Rene Clerc Baterbonia was laid to rest on Wednesday morning in his hometown in the municipality of Talacogon in the province of Agusan del Sur. Baterbonia was buried at New Talacogon Public Cemetery at around 11 a.m. A short program was held before the burial when family members, friends, and government officials paid tribute to the young athlete. Baterbonia and another Ateneo student athlete, Divine Adili, drowned while the Blue Eagles were conducting a team-building activity in the municipality of Dibaculaw, the province of Aurora on June 8. The investigation into the deaths is ongoing. And our business update, diesel and kerosene prices to drop by over 9 pesos per liter, while gasoline down at least 3 pesos and 90 centavos per liter. The motorists will get relief the pump this week after oil companies announced steep fuel prices rollbacks, with diesel and kerosene prices falling by more than 9 pesos per liter amid easing global oil prices. At a briefing on Monday, Energy Secretary Sharon S. Garin said gasoline prices would decline by 3 pesos and 90 centavos to 5 pesos and 90 centavos per liter, diesel by 9 pesos and 4 centavos to 11 pesos and 4 centavos per liter, kerosene by 9 pesos and 82 centavos to 11 pesos and 82 centavos per liter. Starting on Tuesday, Sea Oil Philippines Incorporated will cut gasoline prices by 3 pesos and 90 centavos per liter, diesel by 9 pesos and 4 centavos per liter, and kerosene by 9 pesos and 82 centavos per liter. Shell Filipinas Corporation will also reduce gasoline prices by 3 pesos and 90 centavos per liter, diesel by 9 pesos and 4 centavos per liter, and kerosene by 11 pesos per liter. The rollback is expected to bring prevailing pump prices to 66 pesos and 50 centavos to 103 pesos and 60 centavos per liter for gasoline, 65 pesos and 36 centavos to 87 pesos and 46 centavos per liter for diesel, and 99 pesos and 8 centavos to 128 pesos and 18 centavos per liter for kerosene. The downstream oil industry operates under the Republic Act No. 8479, which lets oil companies adjust pump prices based on international market movements instead of seeking government approval. The Philippines remains under a national energy emergency declared after the Iran war disrupted global oil markets and triggered successive fuel price increases in March. Under the emergency, the Department of Energy prescribes minimum rollbacks and maximum prices increases that oil firms may implement. Ms. Garin said the government would lift this prescribed adjustment once the energy emergency ends. Despite reports of a ceasefire between Iran and the U.S., Ms. Garin said authorities remain cautious because tensions continue to threaten shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, a vital route for about a fifth of global petroleum trade. Mr. Salis said the country continues to maintain the ample fuel inventories despite a slight decline. As of June 19, the Philippines had fuel stocks equivalent to 43.86 days of demand, down from 46.37 days a week earlier. In Luzon, 2 riders injured after motorcycles collided. 2 motorcycle riders sustained injuries after their motorcycles collided along a curved section of the provincial road in Barangay Villa Paz, the municipality of Naguilian, the province of Isabela, at around 7 a.m. on June 23. According to the investigation, a 17-year-old male resident of Barangay Yeba Norte in Benito Soliven was riding a Suzuki Rider westbound toward the National Highway in Barangay San Manuel. Meanwhile, a student from Barangay Zone 2 in San Mariano was riding a Honda Click eastbound and approaching from the opposite direction. Investigators said that upon reaching the curved portion of the road, the Suzuki Rider allegedly veered into the opposite lane and occupied the path of the Honda Click, resulting in a collision. Both riders suffered injuries to different parts of their bodies due to the impact. Rescue 101 Naguilian immediately responded and transported them to Providers Medical Center in Barangay San Manuel for medical treatment. The 2 motorcycles were later brought to the Naguilian Municipal Police Station for safekeeping and further investigation. The authorities continue to remind motorists to exercise caution, especially when navigating curved sections of roads to help prevent similar accidents. In Visayas, the floodwaters surged into homes in the province of Antique. Rushing floodwaters have entered several homes in Barangay Igdalagit in the municipality of Tobias Fournier, the province of Antique, on Wednesday. In a video, the floodwaters can be seen gradually rising in the area amid continuous heavy rainfall. Residents express deep concern whenever heavy rains occur as the area is prone to sudden flooding and rapidly rising water levels.
Cabinet Crisper! Cabinet!
In Mindanao, the man found in a state of decomposition inside his home in Phase 2 NHA in Barangay Kauswagan. A man was found dead and already in a state of decomposition inside his residence in Zone B5, NHA Phase 2 in Barangay Kauswagan in the city of Cagayan de Oro. According to his relatives, the deceased was a former member of a military and was currently working as a collector for a lending company. The victim's siblings said that an autopsy will be conducted to determine whether foul play was involved or if there was another cause of death. As of that time, the authorities have not yet disclosed the exact cause of death as their investigation into the incident remains ongoing. The victim's body has been brought to Bolyozo's funeral homes for proper handling and the necessary procedures, while authorities continue their investigation to establish all the circumstances surrounding the case. In the other news, 3 million trees targeted for planting by DENR on Philippine Arbor Day. The Department of Environment and Natural Resources, or DENR, aims to plant 3 million trees across 1,642 cities and municipalities nationwide as part of the celebration of Philippine Arbor Day today. The trees to be planted include native and fruit-bearing species, mangroves, and other suitable varieties for urban areas, public spaces, schools, forests, watersheds, and coastal communities. The initiative is in line with the directive of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. to strengthen environmental protection, restore degraded ecosystem, and promote sustainable development in the country. According to Juan Miguel Cuna, the tree planting activity will cover 1,538.11 hectares of land in partnership with local government units and conservation partners. More than 188,000 participants from government agencies, LGUs, civil society organizations, the private sectors, academic institutions, and local communities are expected to take part in the activity. And our business update, MBC Media Group and Aboitiz Power Corporation continue partnership for nationwide community and relief initiatives. The strong partnership between Aboitiz Power Corporation and MBC Media Group will continue following a contract signed and held on Friday, June 19. The present during the sign were MBC Media Group President Ruperto Nick Dao Jr., AVP for Legal Rina Seco, Aboitiz Power Vice President for Corporate Affairs Ronald Francis Suarez, and AVP for Public Relations Abigail Thomas. Aboitiz Power will continue supporting community initiatives such as the Libreng Sakay program, which will be implemented in Dagupan, Olongapo, Cebu City, and Davao City, as well as in Bataan. The company will also support relief operations to be carried out through Operation Tulong. In Luzon, motorcyclists nearly swept away by strong winds in Batanes. A motorcyclist was nearly swept away by strong winds at Paderes Viewpoint in Mahataw, Batanes on Wednesday. In a video shared by Jihan Meriel Cabrejas, the rider can be seen struggling against the powerful gusts. which even blew away a slipper. Several motorists later worked together to help move the motorcycle slowly and safely before temporarily parking it in a secure area. In Visayas, 11-year-old child dies. Another person injured after electrocution at foam party in Banate, Iloilo. An 11-year-old child died while a 25-year-old man was injured after being electrocuted during a foam party held as part of the town fiesta celebration in Banate, Iloilo at around 1 a.m. on June 25. The minor victim, identified only by alias Prince, a resident of Barangay Magdalo in the municipality of Banate, was rushed to the hospital but was declared dead on arrival. Meanwhile, a 25-year-old man identified as Ken, also a resident of the same barangay, sustained injuries in the incident. According to the investigation conducted by the Banate Municipal Police Station, the two entered a cordoned-off area beside the stage, which was restricted to public access. The authorities believe that event personnel may not have noticed them entering the area where hazardous electrical wires were present. The police said Kent reportedly stepped on a live wire first and was immediately electrocuted. When Prince saw what happened, he attempted to help Kent but was also electrocuted. In Mindanao, the man dies after reportedly drowning in artificial dam in Davao Occidental. A man lost his life after he was believed to have drowned in an artificial water dam located in Barangay San Isidro in Jose Abad Santos, Davao Occidental. The authorities identified the victim as Puti Bondong, a resident of nearby Barangay Nuwing in the same municipality. At present, authorities and police are continuing a thorough investigation to determine the full details, circumstances, and the exact cause of the victim's death in the area. Meanwhile, landslide dam river section finally opened after dam-like flooding. Despite the dangers involved, the authorities have successfully opened a portion of the landslide that had been blocking a river in Barangay San Isidro in Jose Abad Santos, Davao Occidental. For 16 days, a massive landslide triggered by a magnitude 7.8 earthquake buried part of the river, causing water to accumulate and form a large lake-like body that put residents at risk. The operation was extremely hazardous as the accumulated water could have suddenly swept away the artificial dam created by the landslide. As a precaution, excavator operators and all personnel were ordered to evacuate from the immediate area during critical stages of the operation. The Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office is recognizing everyone who contributed to the successful operation, which initially began through manual excavation using shovels before heavy equipment was deployed. Among those involved were 525th Engineer Combat Battalion in the Philippine Army, 73rd Infantry Battalion Philippine Army, Davao Central 911 USAR Team, Bureau of Fire Protection, MDRRMO Jose Abad Santos, barangay officials and functionaries, courageous backhoe operators, and engineers from the Department of Public Works and Highways or DPWH. In other news, shellfish and alamang lovers, be warned. The City Agriculture Office has issued local shellfish advisory number 1-2026 after detecting high levels of red tide-causing organisms in Puerto Princesa Bay in Palawan. As a result, the harvesting, sale, and consumption of shellfish and alamang from 19 coastal barangays in the city have been temporarily prohibited while awaiting the results of laboratory testing by Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. However, fish, squid, shrimp, and crabs from the affected areas remain safe to eat, provided they are fresh and properly cooked. And our business update, Shakey's Pizza starts a store shake-up. Shakey's Pizza Asia Ventures Incorporated, or SPAVI, one of the leading restaurant and kiosk chains in the Philippines, said it is not letting a good crisis go to waste as it moves to restructure and rationalize its store network this year. SPAVI Chairman Christopher Poe, in an online briefing yesterday, said the company has so far closed between 15 and 20 stores this year and is still observing a few more. He said SPAVI sees 2026 as year of the restructuring and streamlining for the company. SPAVI, the company behind market-lending pizzas chains Shakey's, from food kiosk chains Potato Corner, as well as an emerging brand such as Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken, Sauce Bar, and RB Milk Tea and Project Pie, ended the first quarter with a total of 3,039 stores and outlets. SPAVI President and CEO Vicente Gregorio said the company has entered 2026 with a plan to deliver double-digit growth. And that is Philippine Headlines this Friday, June 26, 2026. I'm Apolinario, Ferdinand Ignatius Valencia, and this is SALAOT Online Broadcasting Network. Good night, Philippines. Amping kasadya.